Hello, in today's session we'll be talking about who is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who innovates. He's a person who has an idea, who has a dream, and wants to convert that dream into an existing business. He's a person who allocates and manages the factors of production and bears the risk. At the end of the day, any business you establish, there is risk associated with it. So it's the responsibility of the entrepreneur to manage all the factors of the production or of the business, and at the same time take the risk of running and managing this business. Possesses the ability to perceive latent economic opportunities. If you have a business idea and you don't see the economic viability or the economic profitability of that idea, then there is no need to start a business. So accordingly, an entrepreneur sees an opportunity, believes that this opportunity will generate income for him, and accordingly he will manage that risk, manage that business, and then start operation. The entrepreneur's main role is to identify and conceive, the business idea. Not every idea around us is economically viable. So accordingly, the entrepreneur, through the support of a number of institutions, will be able to develop that business idea into an existing reality. An entrepreneur will also have to accumulate capital. Accumulate capital means that for you to start a business, you need to have some dollar investments or cash money that you would need. Recruits labor so that they can help him and support him in managing and establishing that business. He also needs to establish relationships with suppliers, customers, and the government. Suppliers who will provide him the raw material or the needed material to start the business and provide the product, and at the same time customers who will buy from the entrepreneur. Another thing is that to start a business you need to establish linkages with the government, because without appropriate licenses, registrations, and whatever, you cannot really start that business. Convert the conception into a functional organization. The entrepreneur, since day one, when he comes up with the idea, he starts planning for the future. Establishing a business means moving from an idea to an existing setup through managing all of these resources and developing a system through his business that will ensure the success of that enterprise. Supplier of resources and supervisor and coordinator. He has to be a role model for his own staff. He has to supervise his staff, supervise his sales team, coordinate all the components of the business in order for him to be successful in that business. And at the end of the day, he's the ultimate decision maker. Any decision related to the business has to be done by the entrepreneur himself. It is his own risk, his own reputation, and his own well-being. Some of the charms of being an entrepreneur could be that you gain control of your own future. You decide where you want to do, what do you want to do, how do you want to expand and grow this business. You're not employed. You don't have a boss over you. You're the boss of yourself. The opportunity to reach full potential. Today, if you're employed, you get a salary at the end of the month. If you're an entrepreneur, your business can generate massive or great amounts of profit, and there is no limitation on that. Opportunity to reap unlimited profits, that exactly falls in line with what we just said. But at the end of the day, if you own your own business, you decide what you want to do. It's entrepreneur driven, and it's entrepreneur decisions. And then in any entrepreneur who starts a business, automatically you start contributing to your own society. First, by employing yourself. Second, by generating income to the economy, contributing to the economy. At later stages, one entrepreneur can start exporting, which means that this country now starts to diversify its economy and starts to increase its Okay? So opportunity to contribute to society and be recognized for your efforts. The moment an entrepreneur starts his business, automatically he is contributing to society by employing himself and employing other unemployed people or people who are seeking jobs. So accordingly, you automatically start become part of this national economy by developing products, selling these products, paying taxes, and potentially exporting. So accordingly, any enterprise established by an entrepreneur will automatically start contributing to society. There are a few myths about what do we mean by an entrepreneur. Some people tend to believe that entrepreneurs are born, and this is not correct. Entrepreneurs are not born. Each one of us has the entrepreneurial capabilities to become an entrepreneur, but we're not born with these capabilities. These we start to build and gain through our lifetime experience, through our education, and a number of other requirements and things. All entrepreneurs are young. That is absolutely not correct. Some entrepreneurs are retirees who started their business. Some entrepreneurs are fresh graduates. So the myth of saying an entrepreneur is somebody who's young is not really a true thing. And researchers have shown that you can be an entrepreneur regardless of the age. Entrepreneurs get rich quickly. That's another myth that is not always correct. Many entrepreneurs spend their lives working and trying and improving so that they become rich. But at the end of the day, you need to take the initiative, start your business, start working hard, do calculated risk, and then potentially you will become a rich entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs have many free time. That's not the case. Entrepreneurs do not have too much free time, because if you notice, entrepreneurs start their business by themselves and they do not have too much money to recruit employees. So accordingly, you're a one-man show for at least the beginning of the first 6 to 9 months of your startup of the business. And that means that you do not have too much time. Entrepreneurs will have to deal with their business, they will have to deal with their suppliers, they have to deal with the accounting, the marketing, the finance, and all of these aspects of the business, especially in the first 6 to 9 months, where you're a sole entrepreneur with no employees. With this, I conclude my session on who is an entrepreneur.